eyes up, red light on. Every big shot, every close call. From the basement kings to the clubhouse pros, we break it all down after it goes. Pop darts after the throw, run it back, let the highlights roll. From the backyard lines to the leagues, you know, we call the stats, we call the show. Pop darts after the throw, pop darts after the throw, pop darts after the throw.
Unmute me. I'm so sorry. Hey guys, I'm Derek. We're here with you guys at Pop Darts after the throw. We are doing a special episode here with you guys, doing an APL recap here with the commissioner. So we're a little bit late here, so we're just going to jump ahead right into it and get the commission here. Commish, how are we doing, sir?
Good. How's the mic volume? You guys can all hear me okay?
Yeah, I think it looks like you're good on my end. If anybody out there is watching us live right now, let us know if we're good in chat. If not, we will kind of get rolling here, and I'm sure my wife will yell at me if it sounds like crap. So for those of you who don't know, this is the commish. He is in charge of the APL. Green Mountain Pop Darts says we're all good. Awesome. Appreciate you, Green Mountain. Thank you for stopping by today.
Jeff.
Awesome.
Appreciate
awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get started today. If you guys do want to know more about the commish, he is a host of the What's Poppin' podcast here on YouTube. So if you want to get to know a little bit more about him, he did have a full episode kind of diving into more in depth about him and his history with Pop Darts. So we're not going to get too much into that. But for everyone who doesn't know you, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about who you are?
Yeah. So my name is, for those that don't know, my name is Jeremy. I don't know anybody that calls me by that. Most of my friends, my whole life, just call me by my last name, which is Crook. And out of nowhere, these guys have called me the commish, and that is, unless you're Cole Hunter, then you shorten it to Mish, because commissioner or commish is too much for you. But yeah, I help run and operate the league side of this wonderful sport that we call Pop Darts. So about me, I have a wife, 2 kids. We live in Wisconsin. Till this opportunity arose, we didn't leave Wisconsin. Not that we've never been out, but this is the most travel. I've done more travel in 3 months than I had the prior probably 15 years. So it's been fun. It's been a wild ride, but I guess the only other thing is that, the Packers are amazing. The Brewers played really well in the World Baseball Classic. So big sports guy, big Wisconsin sports guy, Badger alum, UW. So
Nice.
that's the commission in a 1-minute summary.
It's funny you say that you haven't traveled too much, because I feel like I've seen you probably almost every other weekend in the past 2 months. It's crazy.
Yeah, since what was it, February? Like I think
Yeah.
I've been down there probably equal to the time I've spent in Wisconsin. And
Yeah.
as I say that, I'm getting in the car tomorrow to head back to Florida.
Might as well just get a vacation home down here, Bring the camper down.
Yes, yeah, it feels like it. So, but it's all good things. It means you guys are doing what needs to be done to grow this sport and to blow it up. And we'll go anywhere where the players are playing, and the league is growing. That's absolutely the case. Preferably warm during the winter.
Yeah. So it's always warm here. We know that. Actually, it's a little bit chilly, if you will, for us. We had a 48-degree morning, but for you, that's t-shirt and shorts, I'm sure. So
yeah, 40. You said 48?
Yeah, 48.
Oh yeah, 48 t-shirt shorts.
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah. So you said you're part of the APL. For those who don't know, what is the APL? What does that stand for?
It's the American Pop Darts League. So it is the official and only Pop Darts league that exists. So
So for those people who are maybe just getting into the sport and want to maybe join the APL or get into the competitive side of Pop Darts, I'm going to put a little website up there for you. And it's iplayapl.com, and I'll let the commish kind of explain what you do there to kind of find your way around to finding a league near you.
Yeah, so the first thing is going to become a member and get on social media. There's a lot of information out there. for you guys. And we've talked about this a little bit. We need to get more out there to help you guys to make it easier for you. So that's going to reside on me and something that we really need to, and by we again, me need to improve on for you guys. But you go to iPlay APL, it's going to give you a membership link. Once you become an APL member, then it really just comes down to finding leagues near you, starting leagues near you, growing leagues near you. And we're here at the APL. We're here to help you. We're here to help you guys do that, help you guys grow these leagues. Uh, it is new. It's in its infancy. The sport is incredibly new as a sport, but it's also an incredibly new league. We are, as we sit here today, 4 months into five, getting to the 5 month, mark into the APL in its first inaugural year, which is really crazy. So our membership has been growing at rates of anywhere on the low end, 50% per month. On the high end, we've had 2, 3, 400% growth months. So it's skyrocketing in numbers. It's popping up all over the place. And there's only, the projections are only looking like it's going to be more,
Oh
much
yeah.
more.
Oh yeah, it's
So
crazy when we go to some of these events. People who just like see us and they're like, "Oh my god, you guys are the Popdarts guys," and they like just know who we are. And you tell them that there's a competitive side, and they're like, "Wait, what? I can play leagues." It's so like it's definitely crazy to kind of get that attention from people out just in the public randomly.
yeah.
So what's an importance of becoming a member of the APL? Why is it important to become a member of the APL?
Well, and I'll start this by saying, guys, I just want you to play Pop Darts. I don't like and this is maybe this goes against the what I'm supposed to be doing, which is growing the league and building the league side, the professional side of this, the sanctioned side of this. But I'll just say this between you guys, one man to another man, I don't necessarily care if you go to the league. I want you to play Pop Darts first,
Yeah,
and I want the league to grow. But that only happens if you're playing Pop Darts. It only happens if you're throwing the darts and you're doing it. The league is going to offer you a place to go. And as you want to see, like, how good am I? Where do I stack up against so and so? I see Trick Shot Zach or the Cathead Kid or the Prodigy or Space Coast, who's live streams, and Derek, on After the Throw. Where do I stack up with those guys I watch? That's where you get into the APL. The APL is going to give you a standard by which you play the game, set distances, set rules, set you know, gameplay, set, you know, everything that you need to know what you're doing, set height a table. And then you can start to say, hey, this is where I stack up. This is what I'm doing. I'll meet people and be like, yeah, I read on the box, I'm really good. I'm the best in this game. I hear it all the time. I'm the best. I am the best. I beat your pros all over the place. And they're like, I'm like, oh, how far do you play from? Like, 10 feet. That's what it says in the box. Okay, that's great. The pros play from 17 feet. So understanding and really getting what sanctioned play is a benefit of the APL. So I think that's a big initial. And then from there, there's going to be a lot of other membership benefits that are going to start to come forward as we grow as a league. So I think that's important to note and to take into consideration is that membership benefits are just growing, and they're growing every day.
awesome. So have we has there been anything that we've like maybe accomplished as a league, maybe out with the public or with maybe some big organizers or any events like that we've been a part of?
Oh yeah, I mean, and Derek knows Derek was there, but I mean, we'll be at all sorts of really fun, exciting, cool events. So outside of the ESPN, where we will be on ESPN 4 different times this year in various lengths of episode and various different ESPNs, etc. They outside of those, we were at the second biggest Indianapolis race, IndyCar race in the U.S., which is the St. Petersburg Grand Prix, and we weren't just there to hang out. We were behind the scenes. We were working with drivers, doing some collabs. So shout out to a lot of those IndyCar drivers that let us come in and meet their drivers and hang out with them. So the APL is ever expanding. And I think if you're interested in that kind of stuff as a player, there's lots of opportunities. So we've got countless others on our calendar. We've got countless others that we're working to put on our calendar. So the APL in general is going to offer a lot of opportunity to get out there, play, meet people, be involved with other sports, other events. So it's just beginning. We're at the very, very beginning.
So talking about other events, let's talk about some upcoming events. We'll just kind of maybe go in like in calendar order here. We have one. Let's just can kind of group this into a big weekend, and we'll just kind of start off with the first day. We have Friday pre-party. I'll just go ahead and get you guys a little image up here while we're talking about this for just a second. We have a big pre-party coming up. Actually, I may not be able to hear Commish if we do this. I'm just going to pop this up just for a second. On Friday, on Saturday, we have a league, and on Sunday, we have a recording. I'm going to get back to the commish here so he can talk about this and kind of go here. So Friday, that pre-party we're doing at the Axe Trap in Lee Road. I'm sorry, on Lee Road in Winter Park.
Yeah,
I believe.
right in Orlando there.
Yep.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be a ton of fun, and to our sponsors that that came on board, that was awesome. That was really exciting. Thank you for that. There's going to be free food. There's going to be free drinks. The Axe Trap has got a ton of glow related stuff. It's going to be kind of a glow party in terms of, if you don't know, we've got glow in the dark pop darts. They're amazing. We're going to play with those. We're going to have a whole bunch of fun that night. Wear your best glow stuff. You guys are all more than welcome. I'd love to see you, but that one is going to be a very fun social night. I would encourage players that may be new to the game or even been playing for a little bit to come on down. One of the absolute coolest parts of that party is going to be the people in attendance. Some of at least one of the founders is going to be in attendance that night. We're going to have the pros available to work, play, grow, talk strategy with you guys. So it's really exciting when 8 of the best players in the East Coast are going to be coming together at a venue to play with you guys, to play alongside of you, but also to give you guys tips and to share their game strategies and to talk strategy with you guys. So I think that is going to be a really cool benefit of being at the party is getting to pick their brains and find out, how did they ascend? How did they get to that level that they're at, which is honestly very, very, very top of the line, excellent Pop Darts players and professionals.
Yeah, I saw you posting that there's going to be some we're sponsored by a rum company. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name there, so I don't want to butcher that. But they have some signature cocktails. I see. Any of those you want to talk about? Or
there's some of them coming out, so I could get you the other one today. Actually, I'll pull up some of these. These are pretty cool. So
yeah, I like these.
What I like about them, I think probably more than anything is, and the Axe Trap worked right alongside. Shout out to Austin, general manager there, Pop Darts Pro, but he put in a lot of work on making this amazing and making this night amazing. So the ones we released so far are, let's see, let me get the name of I'll get this sponsor, see if I can't pronounce. I'll try not to butcher it.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Apologize, but Rondel Barlito, hopefully rum. They're kind of new getting into the States. They're big in Puerto Rico, from what I understand, and really kind of trying to get their foothold in the States. But great. It's awesome of them to come sponsor this event and come make this fun for everybody. So
is it a spiced rum or is it a clear rum? Do you know?
I don't know. This will be my first time with it, so It's going to be interesting. They sponsored, so they've got 5 signature drinks that they're going to have. We've announced 3 of the 5, I believe.
3, yeah.
The Red Bull rum, which we call the Teen Aber, which I think is really awesome. We've got the espresso shot, or the martini, which we're creatively calling the Tower Shot. The one that came out yesterday was the Banana Daiquiri, which I think is pretty cool, otherwise known as the Lippy.
The Lippy, I like that.
Today, and it hasn't been posted yet, but I'll throw it out there. That is the Rum Punch. This one, also known as the Fender Bender. So,
yeah, I can see why.
The full-blown showstopper. So, we say, hey, maybe you didn't plan on ordering it, but once you see one go by, you can't look away.
Oh, it's like one of those big fish bowls. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one's gonna be really fun, and the last one we'll save for tomorrow. But I promise it's my personal. What's what I'm ordering as soon as I get there. So that'll be tomorrow's little sneak peek. But it should be a fun time, guys. I would encourage you to come down. I would encourage you just to have throw some darts, meet people. Even if you're not sure you want to throw a dart, the energy in Pop-Darts is worth its weight in gold.
There's going to
Come
be some
down.
shots there. The hype is just going to be through the roof because it's not. It's going to be a fun time because Saturday we're going to start locking in during that singles local. Sunday we're going to be locked in, and but Friday we're going to be letting loose. The drinks are going to be flowing. The food's going to be munched on. So it's going to be a fantastic time. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Friday's kind of the fun. That's the fun one for me. So you'll travel down, enjoy it, and then it's all business
Yeah.
for the
Oh
rest
yeah.
of the weekend. So it's still going to be fun. Every bit of it's going to be a blast, but Friday night should be a little bit more laid back. Everybody should be a little less stressed out on Friday.
Yeah. And from what I've heard, there's a disco going on after, so it's gonna be the Glow League into a disco night from 9 until I think 2 a.m. So
Yeah, I think
make
they
sure you
said
bring
it's
out your
70s disco.
70s. Yeah, so make sure you bring your platforms and everything, guys. We want to see your disco best out there on a Friday night for that. That's
Yeah,
going to be a good time
70s
for sure.
disco with a
Yeah.
live DJ out there.
Oh
So
yeah, that's gonna be a fun time. So all right, and then Saturday, I think we're doing a just a local singles at 3 p.m. again on the
yeah,
Axe Trap. Sanctioned APL. Make sure you're bronze members. $25 get you signed up for the year. We get you guys in there and play against some of the best. See how you kind of stack up. I know quite a few of us will be there. I'll be there for sure, playing, getting a little warm up in. And then we'll kind of just
and that tournament's open to anybody. That's
that's the
everybody,
open.
anybody, and
Yeah.
everybody can come. So go out there and knock out a pro. Go strut your stuff. You
Yeah.
walk away from a weekend like that and beat an ESPN pro, like
Oh yeah. You maybe
go
see
get 'em.
yourself on ESPN. You know what I mean? Like if you're
Yeah,
beating us, then the Mish may, then you're on the Mish's
go
radar.
get them.
Like that's what it's at.
I love
So
it.
yep.
Nobody likes watching those guys lose more than I do.
Oh yeah, he
Not
loves it. That's
not
his.
me, but I just like it because they don't lose a lot, so it's fun to watch
Yeah.
them
Especially when he
get
does
beat.
it.
That's even better.
Oh yeah. And then we're gonna be rolling into Sunday. What everyone wants to be a part of, the recording of ESPN for Pop Darts for the East Coast. Was the East Coast Showdown? Is that what we're calling it? Is
The
there like an
East
official
Coast
name?
wild card. It
East
is
Coast
going to be
Wild Card.
fun.
All right,
It
so let's talk about this a little bit. Do you want to start with the how the fans get there and be a part of it? Do you want to start off with like what the implications of the win are, or how do you want
let's
to?
start with the fans. The
Okay,
most
yeah.
important
Oh yeah, without them,
part of all of it.
yeah, without them, we don't have anything. So fans, if you want to be a part of this, you need to be there at what time, Jeremy?
So the doors are going to open at 10:30. I would tell the average fan that's probably too early. You'll be hanging out watching some guys set up, watching people get in the door, etc. Yeah, twiddling your thumbs a little bit. So I would say if you're shooting to get there, I'd like to see fans rolling in around 11. Getting a seat, getting settled in. By 11:30, we really want to see the fans start making their way to the seats, start making their way to where they're going to sit, hang out, watch the action. So it's going to be a good time. There's going to be a lot of fan interaction. I know that we've got giveaways, we've got t-shirts, we've got pop darts, we've got all sorts of different stuff going on for the fans.
$10,000. What's that?
Well, yeah, the opportunity, the probably least kept secret. A fan's going to have at least one fan's going to have an opportunity to win and to shoot a pop dart down, let's just say not the same story that you're on, to an area where you can win $10,000. And there's an opportunity for a lucky fan that's in the audience to take that shot. And I also will say that it's not 10,000 or bust, guys. I've seen what they got stirring up there,
Yeah,
and it's not just $10,000 or bust. So
it's it's
should be a
definitely
good
going to be
time.
worth
And
it. You want to be hype in the crowd, guys. If you're hype, you have a good chance of being a part of that shot. That's what they want. They don't go crazy now. You know what I mean? We don't go crazy. But
yeah,
yeah, they're looking for a big Pop Dart fans. If you're out there repping the Pop Darts, repping your pro, showing them who you're about and what you're there for, then yeah, it's definitely going to be worth your while for sure. Because I've seen what Jeremy's talking about, and it's not a hit or bust. It's not a 10,000 or zero. There's definitely opportunities to walk away with some kind of prize. So it's definitely going to be worth it. So I definitely hope all you guys are going to be there and be shouting your voices out.
yeah, come on down. There's going to be some fantastic Pop-Tarts. There's going to be some fantastic entertainment going on.
Oh yeah,
on
and
Sunday.
there's at the venue there is food and drinks, a bar. For those of you that are 21, so
The
it's
Stadium Club. For those of you
yeah,
that don't know, I don't know if we mentioned the venue or
yep,
we put that up, but it's going to be at the Stadium Club in
yep.
Orlando.
It's at the Carib Royale Hotel. It's in Orlando. I think it's 8101. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's 8101 World Drive, something like that, Orlando. But it's the sports bar that's going to be there. So if you guys do show up, just tell them you're there for the Pop Darts event, and they will direct you in the right direction. But yeah, so it's just make a full day of it, guys, and because we'll get into it now. The implications of this tournament are going to be pretty big because the winner of this will be getting an invite to a pretty big tournament, Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean the East Coast wild card. The winner is going to be playing for a shot at the national championship in August when we run our national championship on the Ocho. So a lot of you guys, if you saw us on ESPN, that's what you saw. You saw that opportunity to represent the East Coast, really, to represent their club, to represent their state at nationals. So it's not a small thing. This is a huge thing that these guys are playing for. I don't think that's um, hidden on them. They know that. They know what's at stake, and I think because of that, we're going to see some aggressive play. We're going to see some spectacular shots. I don't think a single one of them doesn't respect the other seven, which I think is just tells you that the quality of player that's going to be playing in this tournament is there are fantastic players coming in.
Just to kind
It's
of give you guys
anybody's. Yeah,
oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was like, just to kind of give you guys an idea. DJ decided to surprise us last week, and came down to Space Coast. And while they were warming up without a camera on, he stuck a triple knobber. But Cole's next dart then knocked it off. We did not get it on film, but so and I was watching him last week on stream. I was watching him a little bit before this week, for a few minutes before we got live here. He's been hitting T knobbers and towers like crazy. I would not be surprised if that man walks away with the second ever 15-point club, to be the first one to ever do it twice. He's been all over T knobbers and towers lately. So he is warmed up and primed and ready to go for this tournament right now. So I would not be surprised if you see a 15, 20, 30-point shot out there from some of these guys, myself included, because we're looking to make a name for ourselves. You know what I mean? We want that spot on that, 4-man squad representing for the national championship. So it's going to be a really good time out there.
And put in perspective, guys, when you watched ESPN 8, the Ocho, you got to see 3 matches. And it was exciting. It was fun. They were great matchups. You can't script the amazing, sports drama that went down.
Oh, yeah.
There's 7 matches going on Sunday morning, guys. 7.
Yep. One and done. You're out. You lose, you're out. My first goal, win my first game. Go from there. I just want to win game 1, and we'll go from there, because it's going to go from 8-4 real quick and 4-2 even faster. It's going to be blink and you're going to be winning or cheering on your best friend. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait.
Yeah.
We got a couple questions here. APL sponsoring a driver next year.
Yeah, the APL's on the opposite side of that. So no, the APL's not. The APL's always looking for sponsors. We're a league ourselves growing and yeah, it's no. Maybe someday, maybe when we get tons and tons of members. I don't know. I would never say never.
Any sponsorships that the APL is working with right now there that we can talk about, or anything in the works that we can talk about, or
nothing that's solidified. There's a ton in the works. We're always talking to people. We're always working with potential sponsors, and a lot of them know me very well. Yeah, they're one of those that is on my short list, and Michael and I talk, and we talked today actually. So there's a lot of them out there, and when you hear about them, when I hear about them, you'll hear about them. That's for sure. So as we grow this, our sponsors are going to be a very important part of what we do at the APL. It allows us to fund the infrastructure. It allows us to give back to the players, to the player pools, to the equipment, to the things that are necessary for our sport to grow and function at the highest level. So super.
And then a very important question: the rules commissioner wants to know if you're going to be picking him up tomorrow.
This guy. Listen, I don't have enough room for your family of I wanna say 7, 8, like, I would have to bring a school bus.
Yeah, I will say I'm gonna be rolling deep on Sunday. My wife's one of 11, so I'm trying to get the whole squad up there.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
gonna
a
be.
lot of fans, though.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
good cheering section, so
All right. Well, so that's this weekend. We have some other events coming up. Another big one, I guess. Honestly, next Sunday is pretty, or Saturday or Sunday is another pretty big one. Back at the Axe Trap for the second Florida Conference tournament.
yeah, that's exciting.
So, are you gonna be there
That's
for
gonna
that one
be
too?
I don't think I'm not sure, but I don't know that I'll
Okay.
make that one. We're gonna see how the travel plans arrange and what we have to do. It'll be tough. I've got the kids with me on this trip, so figuring out how to
Yeah.
get them back, and they've got school that next day. They happen to be
Yeah.
on
Yeah. Yeah.
spring break starting tomorrow, but we'll see what we can. I try to make as many of the conference events as I possibly can, but for those of you that haven't been to a Florida conference event, it is loaded with talent. There are players on players. There are good players that finish as high as you would think. There are the, the last one I was at what had some players that were in the top 5, top even 10 at regionals that were having trouble breaking the top 10 at a conference, which is a smaller event. So they've got some pretty powerful guns down there. I always kind of watch those conference events because it's there's no telling what's going to happen. Florida's got a lot of talent. On the flip side of that, if you guys are new and haven't attended one, it's a great event to attend. It's a great event to jump in, to get your feet wet, to see a lot of good players play. So, if you're one of those guys that maybe shows up to league, maybe thinks I don't have what it takes necessarily, I would encourage you to go. Go see, you may learn something from a player in a different club that you didn't see in the players in your club, or you may see somebody throw. I'll use Luke and Derek throw what they call it in the goofy stance. You may see somebody throw in a stance that you're like, hey, that could be good for my game. I could give that a try. Lots of opportunities, guys, out there to grow your own game, and it's fun. Conference events are a really good time, and I know Austin and Gary will be big on making sure that event is just as special as the last one. So that should be a good time.
Oh yeah, and just like Blake said in the chat here, all the good players reach the 15-point club at conference. It is true. I hit conference 15-pointer. You didn't see it, but I will guarantee if you watch the stream, you definitely heard it. I think
Good.
I blew out my voice on that
I
one.
was in the
So
room. So
yeah,
yeah, I
everyone
was in
heard
the
it.
room. That was pretty it's cool when you hit those clubs. It's cool when you hit the 15 club, the 20 club. Those are fun. For those of you that don't know, that's hitting that amount of points in one round. So very cool, very difficult to do to
Yeah,
hit a 20 club, very difficult to hit a 15 club, but we're starting to see that list grow.
yeah.
We
Like to see
really are, and that's
DJ.
exciting.
Yeah, to see DJ hit a 20-point club in practice and then have it knocked off because those 20 points, if you hit it early, it's such a precarious that weight. You hit that T-knobber on the backside, it pops it all the time. So it's definitely hard to get one to stick if you hit it early on. So it was crazy to see it hit and crazy to see it fall off. Um, so moving on from conference, in about a month or so, we're going to be in the Midwest in your neck of the woods in
Oh, yeah.
Tulsa.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd call it my neck of the woods necessarily, but it's we're way up. We're like, I don't know, 8, 10 hours north of that. But yeah, closer than Florida, absolutely. So we'll be in Tulsa. That is going to be the biggest, I don't think it'll be close, tournament that Popdarts has seen to date. And I think this year it's going to blow a lot of them out of the water from what I'm hearing through the grapevine and these people that are starting to register and getting prepared. There are a lot of leagues that are in the fire up stage, and there are a lot of players that are playing right now that will be in attendance, that will be at that. It's a celebration not only of some of the best. We're going to see some of the best players from the Midwest and the Midwest clubs come down. We're going to see some of the best from the Florida clubs and the Texas clubs come up. But we're also going to see a lot of brand new players who are very, very good at this sport right off the get go, which is the axe throwing community. So it is going to be it's at the same city, same town, same date as the World Axe Throwing Championships. So going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a lot of players, and if you're wondering where you stack up, guys, there's no better opportunity to come watch and play the best players.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. There's already been confirmed that some of the best axe throwers and some of the best knife throwers in the world, because they will be competing a couple days after us. They will be there. They've already told us that they're going to be competing in Popdarts. So you're going to see some of the best of the world, two worlds colliding and battling it out for bragging rights amongst sports. Like you said, we're gonna have some guys traveling. Four of the best guys from Florida. We're all gonna be road tripping. Some other guys will be there for knife throwing and axe throwing. So we're gonna have probably 6 or 8 of us, maybe even from Florida up there. We never miss a chance to show up and show out. So we got to do our thing up there and show the Midwest that the Southeast is the mecca.
There's a lot of scores. There's a lot of scores and games to be settled that weekend, and that part I think will be fun. For those that don't know, and we haven't been super public with it, but there is going to be a Midwest versus Florida showdown that weekend, and that is, I don't want to say separate. It's just going to be a separate tournament of what we're calling the Florida All Stars. 6 of the best from Florida are shipping up. They seem to think. I think it's in their heads that the best players in Popdarts are in Florida and residing in Florida. I then informed them that that's a little bit weird considering myself and Mr. T, who's got a Sports Center top 10 and our 2025 national champion and the Cathead Kid and Cathead Dad are all up here in the Midwest, in good old Midwest. So we put them up to a challenge. I said, we'll grab our 6, you grab your 6, and we'll settle the score. So for those of you that don't know, that's going to be a really fun little Midwest versus Florida battle.
Oh yeah, we can't wait for that. Florida's going to show up. Like I said, we're going to show up and show you guys a good time.
And for those that don't know the format,
that's Mr. T's in the chat. Mr. Cheese. Oh, bring it on, Florida Cathead Dad. I'm the only one here. My wife's the only one that's got my back. Where's my Florida crew at, guys?
Right. See, the Midwest comes out like that's what we do. Like we're there. We're here to play. So and the format of that, for those that don't know, is going to be straight up games, but it's numbered games. So I will play every single member of the Florida crew, and every single member of the Florida crew will play every single member of ours. So it's a total of 36 games, of which the Midwest is going to take 23 to 25, but
losses?
We only need 19.
I agree.
We only need 19 to win. So yeah, and that's what we're doing. So you'll be able to see what the scores of the individual games are and the individual player stats against everybody, but also how the team is doing, how many victories we're stacking up over and over. So that's going to be an exciting time.
Awesome. Any more regionals in the works that we know of in the books or anything in the future?
There's a couple brewing. Nothing in stone yet. And honestly, it'll probably surprise some of us where they end up, because there's some movement in some areas that were pretty silent, a little bit ago. And I think after not only Tulsa, but after we air our ESPN event, I think you're going to see some areas grow and regionals will start popping up fast, because there's going to be some big growth.
I need to travel to some regionals. I'm hoping some kind of like some East Coast ones, maybe Northeast or something like that. We'll see.
You'd be surprised where there's some hubs starting to form, and that it only takes 1 or 2. It only takes 1 or 2, and then the expansion and the growth and what that can turn into when the right people are playing and involved in the sport it's unbelievable. We just opened up in Pinellas Park, where we had that first conference event and the Grand Prix. They just opened up their 3rd or 4th venue this week with leagues running. So they're going to be running within just that small of an area in Florida. They're going to be running 3-4 league nights, 3-4 different venues.
Gary's killing it down there. Yeah, Gary's killing it right now. He's seeing him work like behind the scenes at St. Pete was just like, all right. For those of you guys who don't know, we're there. Gary would be there and would get you in with the most incredible people. I don't want to release anything or say too much, because we're going to have some film coming out on that, some videos coming out. So like he would disappear and then come back. He's like, come with me, guys. We're going to go meet so-and-so. We're like, what? And then there would be a barricade there, and he would just look at us and be like, all right. And just walk past the barricade, walk off, and come back with these like people. We're like, what magic powers do you have, Gary? Like, it's so if you guys ever need anything done, just Gary's your man, like straight up.
Gary was a blast. I mean, he made that fun and he worked his butt off, but that's why you're seeing Florida grow. That's why you're seeing, but Gary's also putting his touch all over the United States right now. Gary's been kind of my right hand in terms of organizer development and growth and building them. And he's been doing a great job in other states. And some of it is equipment that's going to start to get stateside here within month and a half to 2 months. And once we get that, that'll provide a lot of these venues that are excited and ready to go with the opportunity to get tables and towers and darts and everything that they need to start really blowing it up. So you'll see a huge spike here, probably from really the end of that Tulsa event through, I would say, Memorial Day. You're going to see a huge spike in players and growth around the league.
And then right after Memorial Day is right around the time of going to be nationals, correct? I don't know when
Nationals is not until, so there'll be there's no set date yet. They're thinking July will be the recording of the West Coast Wild Card.
Okay, so we're looking probably at least into the Q3, Q4 for nationals.
The nationals is always Ocho weekend. Ode to where we started. I love everything about that. The Ocho is fantastic. It's a great environment. I love everything that comes with the Ocho, and I'm a big dodgeball fan, so color me super happy with all that.
But, I love that.
Yes, it'll be that first, and I believe it's the 7th is when we air of August. So that's nationals. And leading up to that will be a tournament that is of between 100 and 150 players. Unless there's a gigantic spike in the league, I want to say it'll be open to everybody, but we may have to cap it. If we cap it at 150 players, that will be based on your national rankings and your club growth and amongst other things. But that tournament should be available to a wide variety of people to earn their spot on that national stage in August.
Yeah, so for those of you guys that don't know, that is a bold strategy, Cotton. For those of you who don't know, the importance of that tournament is if you're unable to make it to this East Coast Showdown, if you're unable to make it and be one of the 8 chosen for the West Coast Showdown, if you're not, are we allowed to spoil the other third position? Or
the national champion is going to be
back. So if you're not Colton, essentially right now, so Colton will be there. East Coast champion, West Coast champion, and then if you are able to make it to that tournament that he's talking about, that play-in tournament, it's an LCQ, if you will, last chance qualifier. If you win that tournament, if you're the one man or woman or person to win that tournament, you will be the 4th person to compete. There's no 20-person throw off or closest or T-number like they did last year. It's you have to earn your spot in order to play this year. So that's what is one of the importance of becoming an APL member. Because the sooner you start scoring those league rounds and the sooner you start scoring your tournaments, the more points you can occur, and that will then put you higher in the rankings and to get you above that 100 or 150 person threshold to make sure that you do have a guaranteed spot to even be able to compete in that tournament to give yourself that chance to be on the national stage. So that's big thing there.
A lot of exciting stuff coming. A lot of very, very exciting.
So now that we've got the events and everything, are there any secrets or sneak peeks you can kind of give us about maybe some merchandise or products or even secret anything that the commission is allowed to indulge upon with us, or is it kind of NDA'd?
I would always advise keeping your eye on the apparel store. That's something that I would always advise people do. That's just me, but that's something that I would keep my eyes open. If I was a big Popdarts fan and APL fan, I would keep my eyes on that store in maybe not the next 48 hours, but also what is going on in the store is
Dragon Hawk
t-shirts,
official merch.
Dragon Hawk official.
Shout out what's poppin', Mr. T and Commish, their official team, the Dragon Hawk.
Concert tee. They turned out really cool. So
they actually are really cool.
We made this one this morning. So it's the first. It's for her first and now not only one. I made my kids too.
So if they're looking for merch, where would they find that? Is that on the I Play APL website, or what website would they go to for that one?
It's on the merch. I don't know where we have that link posted. I'll have to find out, but
Okay.
we can get it. It's all over the VIP pages. If we need to, we can tag that link below for
Yeah.
them. But it's where they get the jerseys. It's where they get the merch. And we're in the process of adding a bunch more hats and a bunch of other garments to that list right now.
Perfect. So any jerseys, any new colors, any new styles, or anything like that? Any
Came out with a couple just recently.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna put the wild card ones on there. I'll have to ask. That's a
okay.
good. So they may put some of the wild card.
So potentially
jerseys
being
on
able
there.
to
That would be pretty cool.
being able to buy one of your favorite pros and rep their jerseys and stuff. That'd be kind of cool if we could. Yeah, that'd be so. Keep an eye out for that, guys. Maybe seeing your favorite pros jersey in their colorway on the website there for the merch. Get yourself a Dragonhawk jersey. Dragonhawk. All right.
It's the greatest band that's played no music and plays no musical instruments and sings. No,
you need to hit up Mark and have him make you guys a full album, dude. That would be.
Based on what I've been seeing for Mark's work, like
I'm telling you, he's the Rick Rubin of Popdarts. He is, like I said, or for those of you who don't know who Rick Rubin, he is the Benny Blanco of Popdarts right now. He is just producing music like you wouldn't believe, and they are all certified bangers. I can tell you, if you guys get a chance to hear my intro, Mark, he did that. He made a theme song for me. Maybe hearing that a little bit later this weekend. That was a banger. I've been listening to it on repeat all day today. So it's just, shout out Mark Glenn. You're the man, dude. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing great things, dude.
Those are really cool stuff.
Oh yeah. Kamish has heard them and they're really, really cool. So, all right. I think we're just going to about wrap this up there, Kamish. I think that's everything we wanted to cover in this, kind of a look back at where we started from the past year, and a look forward kind of towards the rest of the year. And as more of these events, kind of big events happen, we'll do more of these again and kind of recap everything. And does anybody have any last minute questions here for us before we sign off? Anybody? Meteor Mark, that's right. Yep, Susie creates Meteor Mark. He's the man. We'll give it a few seconds here to see if anybody has any questions. If not, I just want to again invite you guys all out to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to definitely fully celebrating the festivities. I'm going to dress up for Glow. May or may not have a wardrobe change. You know what I'm saying? For later on afterwards. Saturday, I'm going to be there, getting locked in and ready to go for the tournament on Sunday. Again, Sunday, if any day you guys can make it out, I would recommend either Friday or Sunday, unless you're really trying to get a league day in for Saturday. Because Friday, we're going to be hanging out with you guys, talking, having a good time, drinking some drinks, eating some food, sipping on some signature cocktails brought to us by our sponsors. We appreciate them. And we're looking forward to trying those out. And then again, Sunday, just because we just want to have you guys be a part of, what potentially could be a huge turning point for Popdarts. You guys saw what the Ocho did for those guys initially in August of last year. So just kind of rolling that ball forward. Imagine what this could be for us if we can get some big shots, some big voices in the crowd, some big hype, some big energy there, guys. That's what we need. We need your support. If we guys want to see this league grow and continue to do big things, the fans are what are going to get us there. We need you guys so we can keep doing what we're doing. We do this for you. We do the big shots. We run the big shots and the risky plays because we like seeing you guys getting hyped for us. That's what we're here for, and we appreciate all of you guys. So we want to see you guys there 10:30 in the morning, no earlier unless you're trying to tailgate in the morning. I'm just kidding, no tailgating, guys. 10:30 in the morning, be there. Carib Royale Stadium Club bar. They're going to have food. They're going to have drinks. You don't have to worry about anything. Family friendly. Bring the wife, bring the kids, bring your cousins, bring your sisters, uncles, bring your next door neighbors. You know what I mean? Just say, hey, you guys, we're going to this crazy Pop-Dart scene. You guys want to see some guys throw some suction cups across the room? Like, bring them. It's going to be a great time. I don't think we got any more questions. We appreciate all you guys stopping by. Green Mountain, Cathead Dad, Mr. T, you're the man, dude. I can't wait to play some games against you, man. Susie Creates, again, for all your handmade goods. Check her out. That's my wife. She crochets all kind of stuff, guys. Makes some great stuff. Kamish, again, I appreciate you for your time and all of your
Love
everything
it.
that you do for us, man. Any last words before we sign off here?
No, I hope to see all you guys. If it's not this weekend, I hope it's another tournament. And hey, keep throwing darts, guys. Keep having fun. It's supposed to be a blast. It's just a game, and it's a lot of fun. So,
Oh
let's
yeah,
do
just
it. I love it.
remember, a wise man once said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Bye, guys. See you less
I
48
like that.
hours. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Mish, safe travels.
easy.
I'll see you guys Friday.
See.